And that's where we start.
Can you prove they left?
No.
I mean, you could prove by...
Can you prove they didn't leave?
Yeah. I don't know.
Can you even prove that they're alive?
Can
they
you
could all be.
prove that we exist?
Where we are right now,
Mhm.
is there anything that we would have seen that would have, like, given any indication that there may have been Duragar near? Like, have we seen any other Duragar since we got here? Like, just
No,
outside in public? Or, like, and the ones that we seen, were they dressed as if they were coming to do, like, a hit or a mission? Or were they just in, like, standard tattered?
So, first do a memory check. Do a history check.
Okay.
Or I'll let you do a retroactive perception check, because I need to know what if you've even noticed a Duragar just walking around.
Okay. So, so what am I doing? Perception?
Yeah, well, you do whatever was your highest, history or perception.
Oh, dude, I'm a rogue.
You're also a trickster, so I never know.
So history then.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I suck at it.
Can't think of any time that you've seen a Duragar outside of the ones that you've faced in combat.
Okay.
Except, and also the dead one that was in the Charlotte
Yeah,
Mason
yeah, but
Brigade.
they're not like out walking. This isn't half populated with
just see-
Duragar.
No,
they're
no,
not
no,
like
no,
out walking.
no.
Okay.
Did those 3 dead Durgar have anything on them? I can't remember if we checked
Pickaxes,
that last week.
but that's about it. Pickaxes and
pickaxes?
empty food sacks.
Oh. Maybe they were just here to rob food.
God damn it, it's Descent into
Wait.
a Furnace all over again.
Oh,
Oh, God.
like player talk here. Where did they come from then?
Where did they go? Where did
I'm
they
less
come from,
concerned
Cotton
about-
Eye
Cotton Eye
Joe?
Joe.
I'm more concerned that they easily got here than where they went after they left here.
So,
You should be.
as far as where they left after, you wouldn't be able to track them anymore because it's been a bit too long due to the
And they were invisible.
stomach conditions. Well, I mean, you still leave footprints when you're invisible, but because of
Well,
the
we know there's a
storm-
Duragar settlement somewhere in the 10 towns.
Do we?
Or at least an outpost. They've been raiding and pillaging.
Yeah,
in
I'm
several
wondering if
different
now
areas.
we're close to an Underdark opening.
Could be.
There's not
because,
any
like-
maps that you've seen, but they're not always.
Yeah,
they're not always.
what I
marked,
mean,
so you
like-
wouldn't know.
and like, it's not a static thing either. Like, they can. There are shovels.
You can.
Yeah.
So, like
Technically-
there are tunnels too.
I think we
went
should
upside
work on
down
this
small
problem
towns, yeah.
when there's not an impending loan over our heads. Are we gonna try to go talk our way into the castle?
I'm more afraid that we take the castle and then the Duragar take the castle from us.
I don't. I mean, 5 of them ran when they couldn't get easy food. I don't think they care.
This is true. That's just so random, and I can't decide if it's connected or not.
It's all connected. This is a D&D campaign.
Unless it's not connected in any way.
And
In which case-
yeah, that's the problem. It's a wizard's campaign, so it could have just been an actual random encounter.
It just happens there's also Duragar involved in this campaign too.
Sometimes
roll
they
on this
put
table
weird
if you
shit.
want Durgar.
No, sometimes it's like everything makes sense and then 10 doesn't, and it's like, oh, cool. There's an.
I will say
owlbear
though,
in this festival.
if that we were dealing with goblins, we wouldn't be arguing whether or not these were linked with the guys who stole the cart versus the guys who are in the southwest camp versus the guys that you come from.
There's a lot of goblins on the top side, though. There's not a lot of Duragar.
I've seen more Duragar than I've seen goblins, and we've killed more Duragar than we've killed goblins.
That's because you turned a lot of goblins into mist.
I mean, to be fair, we have not even left 1,000-mile radius. So, like, the world is pretty big, my guy. You've seen many goblins outside of me before. Maybe not you specifically. You're from the 10 towns. There's tons of us. This could be a first for you, though, or like a second.
Vice is over here. There's dozens.
There's at least
There's
5 of us in the
Duragar!
village.
What?
At least a dozen.
There's conspiracy! Conspiracy!
You are probably the first person I've met that has seen more Duragar than goblins.
I'm heading towards the castle.
I want to argue about Duragar some more. Come back.
When I get to about here, I'm gonna don that cultist amulet because I'm far enough outside of town, but not close enough to the castle.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, I thought when we oh yeah, we put them on. I thought when we were sleeping in the inn, or did you take it off again?
We didn't want the innkeeper to see it because we wouldn't be able to stay there.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. And then we put them on before we went to sleep, and then the Duragar attacked, and then we probably took them off.
I think so. I don't remember whether you had it on or not. But yeah, you make your way to the castle just fine.
As we kind of get closer, is it guarded?
You see that there's people up on the walls. It's technically on another map, but there are.
Because like I would definitely like be trying to
You can do whatever you want.
notice that as soon as possible. I
They're
know
on
that
top
we're
of the
probably
walls,
not.
but they're
Okay,
both those people. They're on either side.
Oh wow, they look evil.
That's
that is
rude.
the typical D&D cultist.
It is a devil cult.
Yeah.
I hold up.
Those robes look warm.
I hold up the amulet. It's like we've traveled many days. Grant us passage.
You traveled. I mean, yeah, that's looks tiring. You're the ones that made those Duragar run away. We saw it from over here, watching all night. Go in the bar, see a bunch of footprints go out the bar.
I really wasn't expecting them to notice that we were stayed the night at the bar. To be honest with you.
You can see a lot from up there.
Well, I have no.
I lied to them, and they know. I've never seen this before. This is amazing.
We wanted to refresh with drink, but this hellhole has nothing to offer, and the Duragar came to ruin our good time. We reminded them who we were.
No, it's great. Literally, just was curious whether you killed the Duragar. You're welcome. Anyone that kills Duragar is welcome inside.
Good to
Hey,
know.
Duragar here.
Doesn't everybody?
Personally killed 2.
That's
Too
great.
big for my liking.
I am
Yeah,
in the
welcome
weeds.
there.
I was so not expecting them to have seen us.
Oh God.
There's technically 4 doors.
You know, that went as
Yeah,
well
what
as
is-
it possibly could have.
No, please.
Doors
Okay.
aside, like they could have been like,
Oh, I have no audio from that.
"You guys
Weird.
lie."
God bless you, because I do.
I do.
That was aggressive.
It quite
Wish I didn't.
possibly is the
Wish I
loudest
didn't.
thing in the game at the moment.
Okay, so
Like
footprints in the
5D
snow
doors.
lead to various
Damn.
doors along this courtyard's perimeter, incling a tall double door to the
That's
keep
loud, I'm sorry.
with its unwelcoming row of arrow slits and barred windows on the upper floor. To the east of the double door is a small single-story building with a slanted snow-covered roof. West of the double door are 2 unused merchant stalls with torn canopies. Tucked under some icy stairs in the northwest corner is a slender wooden hut with a crescent moon carved into its flimsy door.
Isn't that the outhouse sign?
Yes.
It's the Druid House sign.
I was gonna say every Vermont outhouse I've ever seen has a half moon on it.
That's just that's the universal outhouse. So yeah, they say they are still standing on top of the ramparts.
Is
They're
it?
like,
Are there a bunch
"Yeah,
of people on the
welcome in.
ramparts watching?
If you'd like to, or speakers in the back, you can go say
What do these
hi
guys
to
look
him.
like? Are they very polite to us? Like it's. I just want to make sure I understand.
Sure.
Like, are they being nice to us? This might be a first for us. Like,
So they're
Dude,
dressed
we're
in
about
like
to
pretty
get-
normal cult-y attire. They have the normal robes. They have their amulet that you
Right.
have is very much
do they look like? Do they
displayed.
sound?
I'm gonna
but, like,
I'm divine sensing.
The divine sense spell would ping all of the amulets that you're not wearing as being desecrated objects.
Ooh.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, because ours are fake. But like,
Did you say that out loud?
no. Because, well, I mean, you probably didn't tell me that out loud either.
I also
You're
did
probably
not tell
Hey
you.
guys, everyone around here is desecrated, but
It
that's
does
weird.
mean, well, no, that you guys don't know this, but now I would know this, that if anybody else can do that, they would know that ours aren't real.
I mean, how many
But they
people
would
with desecrated objects can cast Divine Sense?
Every fallen paladin, every Oathbreaker paladin.
So there's a good chance they could figure it out, but also, if they were gonna, they probably would already.
Yeah.
They let us in. We're probably
So,
good.
are they hinting in a direction we're supposed to go?
But what is their demeanor though? Are they like gruff and like guards, or are they talking to us like we're people? Because like when I think of approaching
I mean,
a
they're
castle,
talking-
it's like state your business.
They're talking to you like they're people. Like they saw you kill the Duragar, and as far as they're concerned, that means you're friends.
Where can we wash up really quick and get the Duragar off of us before we meet the speaker?
Well, there's some rooms up on the second floor. If you'd like to speak to our speaker, you can go on the first floor, all the way in the back to the left.
I'm gonna borrow the pooper.
You can go to some of the. If you'd like to go to the bathroom, you can go to the outhouse right there. There's a lot of. Sees a lot of use. It's the only outhouse in this place. Keep asking in the speaker.
Sees a lot of use. We have a lot of Mexican nights.
There's like 500 of us here, and there's only that one outhouse.
There's a good
You
like.
try
Goes
digging a
right down
hole
to the
when through
Underdark.
permafrost.
There's a good like 30, not 30, but there's probably 20, 25 people here, and you know. Also,
That's a lot of people.
Is this the most disgusting outhouse I have ever been in? And
Oh, it's
I am a
pretty rough.
bugbear?
it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Use your extendo arms and use it from a distance.
But yeah, there's your normal towers if you want to go see what's around. But our speaker would probably be the one you'd want to talk to. If you want to go upstairs, there are some rooms. I honestly forget whether the one on the left or the one on the right is open at the moment.
We'll figure it out.
Do
Yeah.
we know, before we came here, did we know if they were part of like a bigger cult and this was just like an offshoot of them? Like, do we know anything like that? Or are they just cultists who are here and we know nothing other than
All
that?
you know is that they are like
Devil worshippers?
99.9% devil worshipping cultists.
Right, but like we don't know if they're part
You
of
don't
like
know if
a
they're part of
cult of a
anything bigger,
bigger. Okay.
No, you just know that they call themselves the Knights of the Black Sword and that they worship a devil.
Oh,
Specifically, like
Knights
a
of the Black
devil.
Sword, they worship the devil.
Oh yeah, you
So
were
you-
on the door. That
So you
would
go
suck.
first off. You go through a room where there is someone.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything, and he doesn't see a picture. Why do we care?
So the reason I didn't speak to him was because the guy's like, don't bother. Like there's some bunch of us are around. So I was like,
He didn't say
oh
don't
okay.
bother. But yeah, he would greet you and be like, "The speaker is waiting for you," and then point towards the door.
Wait,
that
the
you go
speaker's
through.
waiting for us. We have an appointment.
He knows you're here. You killed the Duragar. He's very happy about that.
Ugh, Jesus.
I'd do it again too. It was the
Oh,
most
good. Glad to
exhilarating
hear
part
he's
of
an
my
early
whole
riser.
night. It's midday. What? It's midday, my guy.
Is it midday?
It is midday.
Yes.
I mean, we
We
were up
didn't
in the
go to
middle of the
sleep
night
until
killing
2 a.m.
Duragar, so I assume the speaker was also up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, do you guys have like trackers on the Duragar? Is that how everyone in the entire building knows immediately that we're the ones who killed the Duragar?
No, I mean the people that were
So-
out front saw it happen
Hold
and
on.
they told everyone.
In the middle of the night, hundreds of yards away, indoors,
Yeah.
I'm
when
gonna
they were
point-
invisible.
Yes.
I'm gonna point north, and I don't
What
know
do
if
you
that's
mean, yes?
the right direction. And I'm gonna say, dude, we were like 100 feet that way. They probably just used their binoculars or their eyes.
I think that's.
I
the
go back.
wrong
At,
way.
is there like a leaderboard out here of Duragar kills?
No.
But
no,
also-
Next to the doors?
In the middle of the night, inside, and 3/5 of them were invisible.
I mean, they probably have guards on the top of the walls watching all over the place. You can never be too careful.
I mean, dark vision only goes so far.
Dark vision with binoculars goes even further.
I don't think that's how necessarily light works, but I don't know enough about it to argue with you.
I also don't know enough about it, and I'm gonna say that I'm right. Because I'm older than you.
Are you?
You're like 16. I'm like 30.
Well, I'm 18, but you are an old man, so that makes sense.
I
What?
also die at 50, so I'm significantly more into my life than you are.
You die at 50 because goblins don't have a long lifespan, or you die at 50 because people kill goblins on sight?
It's mostly the healthcare system around here, but you know,
What is the universal healthcare system like of the Goblin Nation?
we don't get many cleric heals.
In
Let's just put it that way.
in Starbucks cups, what does it cost?
Oh god, you're looking at least 4 Jim Jams, my guy. I don't know if coffee's like a big thing here, but
Back home, huge.
why is he holding a dagger?
It's just like a letter opener.
How else
That-
are your nails?
How many
That's
fucking
the
letters
big
does this
Desk in
guy
front of
get?
him. There's a
I
couple
love
letters
that
on the
now
desk in
there's a
front of him.
desk. He's like an official desk guy now. A second ago he was just balding tiefling, but now he's executive balding tiefling.
Welcome.
So I hear you're the speaker of Cragware.
No.
We are.
No, the speaker is waiting for us. This is not the speaker.
Jared
He would have said that he speaks for the speaker.
Oh,
That
he is.
sounds
right now.
better.
There we go.
Because we
He's
were,
like, I
we were
speak for the
told.
speaker because currently the speaker is ill and has been ill.
That's
for a
why I
little
was
while.
confused because I knew that
Okay.
nobody had seen the speaker in a very long time, and then you're
Yeah.
like, "I'm the speaker now," and I'm like, "What? What?" So it was that
I am
easy,
the
huh?
speaker. No, he says he speaks for the speaker.
Oh, the
speaker's
speaker.
currently
The
very
speaker is ill. What's become of him?
He currently is taken with one of the elements that people have said we don't like to speak of, the Frost Maiden. And what?
I'm going to insight check that bad boy.
Sure.
And
That was a
Wow.
lot better than most of the time. We're gonna insight check.
yeah,
Well, that's one time I
I was
got an 8.
expecting a 3.
I got an 8 last time. This is 10 better. I don't like that.
He seems pretty legit.
but what is a speaker that doesn't speak?
Even with an 18, he beat me at a deception check.
You don't know that.
You don't even know that.
He may not have had it.
he
Do
could've
I
been
do,
rolling
because
to
the
adjust
player
it.
character, that was the worst lie I've ever heard.
I might have also
you have any
just
idea how
rolled
many
it-
times? Yeah. Do you have any idea how many times I roll a D4 just to fuck with my players? Like every second time.
It's not the roll. He's just. I'm like, well, what happened to the speaker? Is well, you know, he got the Frost Maiden thing that everybody's got going on. And then you roll. It's like, yeah, you're confident. That's what he means. So like, I'm Jensen's still gonna
18,
fall
you know
for it,
nothing
but
about the
I'm not falling for that horse shit.
But yes, I speak for the
Oh
speaker.
no! How long has he been ill?
Oh, it's been
We've dealt with that in the past.
a month.
Can we
month or
see
so.
him?
Not in his
I-
current condition.
This could be an important character question. Are speakers typically? Is this like a diplomatic thing? Do they
What do
vote
you
for
mean?
speakers?
The
Yeah,
town
I mean,
does,
You've
yeah.
literally been part of a speaker.
Of
Yeah,
the
I
elect-
know. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if
So-
you're speaking for the speaker, that
Here,
can you explain a little bit about how that process works? Because I'm afraid democracy might be at stake.
Well, the speaker appoints me to speak for him.
Oh, I mean,
that's
yeah,
pretty
but
woke of you. Sorry.
yeah.
I'm just saying that that's not how democracy
I-
works, and the speaker can't just appoint a new speaker.
The speaker
So-
can appoint a new speaker if the speaker would like.
We have a speaker.
Not a
right-
new speaker,
I'm not
but
going to say
he
that.
can he can promote someone to speak for him if he is too ill.
They don't
Okay.
know he's a speaker, right? No one has
Wouldn't-
mentioned that yet.
But don't we know from dealing with Baldora just a second ago that you can't carry the Frost Maiden curse for a month plus?
Oh yeah, we know that. I would say.
So
we know
that's what
that.
he just said. Is
Yeah,
that
I know.
he's had a-
There are many
I-
different curses. The Frostbane. You don't know
No.
every single one.
Something.
I mean, I didn't say this out loud, but
I
like
know.
we literally
Ro-
did
so
that,
Ross,
got into
You-
debt, and walked here.
So
Ross,
here's
when
the
you-
thing:
when you do an
don't-
insight
you,
check-
you
Like
think that
whores.
he's telling the truth, but you also can use your own
Oh.
judgment if he says something that legitimately goes against something that you know. You can use
Yeah.
your own judgment. It's not like you think he's telling the truth. You think he's being upfront about the speaker being
it's-
sick, but
this-
if he says something that seems off, that your
Yeah.
character would know is off, I'm not going to make your character specifically play dumb.
the way I
Okay.
usually do
He
these
could be
is like
white lying the best white lie.
Well,
You know,
I think
or
it's even
truth of
simpler
omission.
than that, guys. Like when you fail an insight check, it's just you don't have any extra insight. You feel how you feel. You have no reason
Right.
to believe anything other than what you
It means
currently
it's
do.
going to be harder for you to press him on something.
Fair.
Unless
Like,
you just you could also just
He doesn't
press
have
him
a
on something
tell,
if you
but
really
you
wanted
can
to.
still not believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have a
Question for him. So, why have the Durgar been showing up?
Durgar? I actually have no clue why the Durgar have been here. Not a single clue.
You
How
don't.
long?
The one, it's. God,
Like, has
it's
this
probably
been a
been
common
about
problem?
2 months. They've just been. Every once in a while, we'll see them go to the poor tavern and steal. But
Just
they turn
the tavern.
invisible, and we can never catch them before they leave. We have our own, things we have to deal with here, so we don't always get a chance to.
Yeah, if
We
you
can
can
try,
remind me what
but-
those were. I'm just so confused right now.
Running a
What
town.
are those big things? Yeah.
What are those big things that we do? We're running a town.
Well, I mean, the speaker is running a town
Correct.
through
But
you.
we run. Yes, exactly. We have to keep this. This is a large building. Do you understand the maintenance that goes into it?
Honestly, no.
It's a lot.
I'm big
Have
enough
you
to
seen the
admit that.
outhouse?
It's
Mess.
pretty small.
It's pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, I know.
I would say small by my standards.
That's the next thing on my list to build the second outhouse.
Could we see the list?
I think you've got enough tables in there to make one. Actually, like I
No,
don't.
I mean, then they can't
This
eat.
seems like
Gotta eat the tables.
bureaucracy
We're not
is holding up
heathens.
progress.
I know it's unfortunate sometimes, but if the speaker wills it,
Gotcha. Oh, pardon me. I thought this was the way.
that's okay. Have a.
Yeah,
Yes,
just teleport
yes.
us all upstairs. That was where I wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
They're faceless.
Very-
I don't need to know
That's
them.
not how it
They're very
works. We have to
frightened.
take
They are
the
not
stairs,
cultists.
Jensen.
They are not cultists that are in the kitchen cooking. But they look.
Oh.
They look
Oh, then I will talk to the non-cultists in the kitchen with the door shut.
I like that we know their ideals just by looking at them.
They don't have the same garb that the other. I guess they could be cultists disguised,
I like that
but they don't
cultists-
have the
Are
same.
they wearing?
Canonically,
Are
don't
they
have
wearing
freedom
the
of
amulet?
expression.
There's no amulet, no. Which is a very big tell. Yeah. the kitchen reeks of
Okay,
fish.
so I
It's
close
furnished
the
with
door and I go, "What's on the menu, boys?"
Stone ovens, a fireplace for roasting skewers of meat, and
Stone
boiling
ovens.
soups, and
That's
wood
lovely.
and block countertops. A portly cook busies himself
Sounds
at a
hearty.
table while a kettle belches steam over a fire in the hearth. A kennel by the door holds a pair of goats. So the man in the upper hand corner is the portly man, and then the one above is what looks like a thinner, taller, a little more on just the general frightened and anxious side human being.
I shut the door behind me and I go, "What's on the menu tonight, boys?"
The guy is cooking. Oh, goat. It's always, well, not
Always
always,
goat?
but we're lucky to have some goat.
You from this town?
Me?
Born and raised?
1 second. Yeah, no, I've been here for quite a while.
Did both of them answer that, or?
No, the frightened guy hasn't really said much. He just kind of actually scurried a little bit more towards the
I'm gonna insight
Cool.
check the I've been here a while guy.
Jared. He seems legit.
You any big changes around here? I noticed the townsfolk don't really talk much.
Well, I mean, townsfolk just kind of end up minding their own business.
Fair. Been the cook here long?
Yeah. Usually, specialties knucklehead trout. Know about 50 ways to cook it. This new guy's moved in. I didn't really ask much questions. They just kept me as a cook. I kept on working, kept on getting money, kept on getting shelter. Simple.
Yeah. When did they show up?
No, probably been about a month, maybe 2, maybe 3. Honestly, days kind of blurred together. Perpetual dusk. Mostly what I do is cook. You know, I don't pay too much attention to time unless I need to.
Your helper seems skittish about it.
Yeah, he's just a kid. Scary times out there.
I'm gonna pull out a cookbook and hand it to the scared kid and go, anytime you get scared, cook. Helps me relax.
The goat eats it because that is also a kid.
You just thank you. Thank you very much.
When's the last time you saw the speaker?
Who are you asking?
The room.
The room.
The kid.
The guy who's at the who's like, I don't know, been a little bit. Guys around here say he's sick. And the kid just said, yeah, no, they say he's sick. I haven't seen him in a really long time. Well,
You
not
made him a
really
meal
long.
recently?
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't brought him anything, but like we make meals for everyone. And usually, his meals tend to get delivered.
Do you know who takes it to the speaker?
It's no one specific as far as I know. I know a lot of times. The guy who's Kadroth, the guy who's speaking for the speaker, will take it. That way they can have their meeting about what he's supposed to be doing.
Huh, fair. Anyway, I look forward to dinner.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, no, goat's a little bit on the rare side these days, but gonna be a little special dinner.
I'm just really curious if these are actually goats, and I know they probably are, but this ability does nothing else anyway. Divine sense!
You sense that there are no desecrated objects in this room. So I'll give
Duly
you some
noted.
information right there. That is actually potentially useful information. Because you'd
So
be
the
able to
goat
sense through
stole-
clothing.
Not even the goat.
You'd be able to sense through clothing if someone had an amulet on.
Gotcha. I'm gonna leave here and head on up the stairs.
Crit.
Very good. It very, very quietly opens the door, even though I know it doesn't sound quiet when you open the door.
Is this a door that if I shut again will remain unlocked? I feel like now that the door's open, I could
Yeah,
probably
you could
inspect it
definitely
and
do that.
tell.
Yeah.
Because if I can just shut it quietly, I'd like to sneak back over to my group.
You want to take
they
that
didn't
quick
make it
one
too
little
far
peeky
away.
peek inside?
Well, yeah, I don't want to split the party, but I also didn't want all of us to get into a fight and kicked out when I could have maybe just ran away while you guys were already gone. We could have met up later. But I'm now faced with a decision that I need to make, which is actually split the party or sneak back up to you guys.
So, when because you're very stealthy, you're able to peek in the door.
Okay.
You slowly, you get a little peek, and you see. I have to drag these things because I realized they didn't actually put them on the map. Kind of sitting on a chair in the center of the room. The room is immaculately furnished. It has all the trappings of royal bedchamber, including a soft bed, warm quilts, elegant tapestry, and a gilded chamber pot. Bars over the windows dispel the air of luxury somewhat, as does the guard standing just inside the door.
So, person you just talked about
Is
guard.
So you currently have the guard who's staring at the door, which is closest to it, and then there is
And what is
the
I'm
other
assuming
person
this is an
in the
actual
room
door?
squatting in. Yeah. So there's a guy in the far corner of the room, wearing a pale man wearing a nightgown and an unkept beard, is currently filling a chamber pot in the other corner of the room.
Fuck yeah. I bet you that chamber pot being gilded is worth at least 50 coin. Gilded shit is expensive.
But that's what you see. No one seems to have noticed you yet.
While I'm here doing this, are they there or are they out of sight?
You probably could see. You could see Ralgar as they're about to go into the.
If I can
hallway.
see Ralgar, I would message him as he's going out of my sight, and I would just say, "The speaker."
Do I
It's really
realize
not.
how loud I
You
just
realize about halfway, or realize about halfway over how loud you are before you even get to the center stairs. You're
Okay.
like,
Can I have a target to cast a spell on?
I
For the
use their
guard.
loudness to sneak by
You want me to
stealthily.
roll a
Oh man, where's the
good?
bathroom?
Just
Yeah.
cast Fireball and Relgar. It'll be the long-term bet.
The wild card is I have a decent plus to stealth. I just rolled like ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just give me a wisdom save.
Can't you just hit the button?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but
why
you
didn't
have
you-
to. You have to
Why didn't you target the thing after the thing
that's
showed
yourself.
Oh,
No, I guess I'll.
You
I'd
succeeded?
Wait.
wisdom save.
what?
I don't know. I don't know why.
You are not charmed by yourself.
Good job.
Great.
Are you targeting him?
I am.
He rolled a 9.
Perfect.
That is
As
a-
I'm walking, as I'm walking past him, I just wave.
I just look at A&R and I'm like, you had fucking charm person.
He's had it the whole time. For like, he used it on He used it on Ralgar. He's like, "Don't kill
And
that guy." And Ralgar,
it failed.
Ralgar goes, "It
I
passed,
feel
but
like Vice
there's
knew
nothing
that,
about
though.
charmed person
right.
that prevents it from attacking a perceived enemy unless you're that enemy."
Right,
Correct.
I don't know if Vice knew that.
No, that's
I,
fair.
the
He's-
player, knew that. I've
he's
never
allowed to
seen
know.
him successfully use it, so
This is the first time.
I'm just like, so many opportunities.
Now that you've charmed him, what are you asking him to do?
Well, we have an
Nothing.
hour to do what we want to do, and then we need to leave.
As long as you don't cast concentration spells for that hour.
So, when you
Right?
guys
Or
get
is
here,
charm person's not concentration? I don't remember.
Charm person is not concentration.
Well then,
You attempt to
do
charm a
whatever you want.
humanoid you
Yeah.
can see within range.
No,
it makes
he's-
a waving
you-
stone to.
You're friends.
If you can convince fighting fails,
I-
it's charmed.
signal to the guys without
Which-
talking that
So you
Well, the
guys
guy's
still
charmed.
come
Can't we just
over
say whatever
loud-
we want
you
now?
Still came over loud enough that people would, at the other side of the door, would have heard you guys come over. But the
yeah,
guy
that's
down there
why
is
I'm
just
not talking.
a non-natural 20. Oh, he's not bloody, game. He's dead. You just shoot him right through the.
And I am going to run in, and do I know the speaker's name?
Do a history check because you lived on the opposite side from
Oh,
Caradon of all.
I can tell you right now, if Baldora or someone didn't tell us, like in the last
You might
month,
still
I don't know.
potentially- Okay, then you do
I
it to
would not
yourself. I'm
know.
saying okay, then you do not know this.
Yeah, I'm doing it to myself.
Are we all going
he
in
does
now?
Not care about this place.
Yeah, if I
but,
see,
if
him
I
run
was
in.
told, I would know.
No.
I don't know if
Um,
we're in combat or not.
So you shoot the man through his skull. The arrow goes into the wall behind the speaker, and then you hear a little as the speaker
And I say,
shits himself.
I drop my crossbow.
He doesn't
and
shit
I'm
himself. He's on a chamber
yeah,
pot.
he shits into the chamber pot, and just looks up and's like,
I drop my
"Perfect
crossbow immediately."
Timing. And then
We
hold
should
your
all come
hands
in
up.
and shut the door.
Oh yeah. We've come to help.
I'd go in.
Hi, I'm the speaker of Goodmead. We came as quickly as we wanted.
could have been a little bit quicker. But thank you for that.
Quicker or later.
It
this
looked
was
like you
kinda
were
just
busy for the
worst
last 5
time.
minutes, to be honest.
I'm just going to pull up my pets. And now we
I
can talk.
pretend I didn't
Relgar,
see
stop
any of
making eye contact with him.
that. What's the deal with this death cult?
They have taken over. This is actually where I normally live, and they kind of just came in.
I assumed you normally lived here. I was asking, like, why? How did this all happen?
They came. How did this all happen? Well,
Yeah.
these pretty terrible people came in claiming that they were arbiters employed by the Council of Speakers to help Caradon resolve its fishing disputes with East Haven and Karakonic, because we all are on this lake, and East Haven likes to claim a lot of the lake, and Karakonic likes to claim a lot of the lake, but leaving nothing for Caradon. But it's a whole other thing. That's politics that we need to talk about. But they came here saying that they are here to solve those disputes, and then they took over and they killed all of my guards, but kept my servants alive. And then threatened if I did anything that they would kill my servants.
Ah,
Do you know what they want?
I do not actually know what they want. They don't speak a lot around me. They just keep me alive for show, even though I haven't really gotten to see outside.
It's for standing. If you die, they lose the power.
Pretty much.
They
But
lose
yeah.
the ability to show you off. Yeah.
Tell me
The-
about Big Red. What's he? What's he going on?
Kadrov? All I
Yeah.
know about him is that he answers to Levistus. One of.
There's
Sorry,
another.
what's
There's
his
His
name?
another
name is
person above him.
Levistus?
What?
Where is
Three or
Levistus?
I don't know. He just answers
he
to
strong?
someone named Levistus. I've never seen him.
Ah.
No. The guy whose name you just said.
He's
Not
more of a
Levistus.
talker than a fighter.
If we were to take him
But-
out, do you think the cult would leave?
I don't think so. It's a cult. Well, maybe. You know, honestly, I never thought about that way.
Just
I've just
because,
been
like,
kind of trying
so
to stay
far
alive.
we kind of snuck in and they've been pretty nice to us. So, like, I don't know if they've really got any teeth. Like, if we kill like the only guy who doesn't look like everyone else, maybe they'll get scared.
I mean, yeah.
We're all about minimizing casualties where possible.
So, if you, I appreciate that a lot. If you, so you can go down there and talk to just kill him. You could do that. If you want to keep up appearances, you might be able to talk to a lot of people. Go over to the left and talk to the soothsayer over there, and then go down and talk to him. She can see the future legitimately. She told me multiple things that happened literally days after she said it.
As a player, is that the dude we just walked past and didn't talk to? Is now a seer?
That's up and to the left. Up
oh,
to the hallway that you guys almost walked into, and then Ralgar heard. I'd go there first, and then I would go down and deal with him.
Can she perform her act in under an hour?
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It doesn't take me that long.
It's beneficial to most people to do that, and
what's up?
yeah,
above you?
I don't know if I've also heard that there's I've occasionally seen an albino tiefling coming and going from the cistern underneath the castle.
How many servants are still alive here? We met 2, the cooks.
Those are the 2 that I know of. They're also keeping a couple, I don't know where, but somewhere else. By that I mean, from what they've told me, there are still 5 more alive from the 2 that I see. Kept somewhere. And they did like to make a show of killing the ones that they killed in front of me, so I'm pretty sure that they're still alive. Or they would have shown me a chilly... I can actually pull up a picture of this
Person's
as well.
assuming terrified.
Nope, doesn't look terrified in the slightest.
Oh, great.
We just open and close the door 4 times and then bust in.
Huh.
A chilly draft wafts through this bedroom, despite a roaring fire in the hearth. Bundled under a thick quilt and seated in a squat rocking chair in front of the fire is a venerable dwarf with a wooden peg where her right foot should be. Next to her on a small table is a plate of food.
I'm more lost in the weeds that she has it skin side up.
I was gonna say, I
expecting
too
this
randomly
moment.
eat 3 fillets of salmon for dinner every night. And nothing else.
No.
I've been
insensitive
expecting this moment for... This was before they used AI art too, so you know this was drawn by a person.
They is this the same amulet as the guy downstairs?
Yes. Except a little bit not as adorned. But yeah, I've been expecting this moment for a while. Dreading it a little bit, but you know.
Why? Or were you dreading it?
Oh, just old age. Makes me dread specific moments, means I'm getting closer to the end.
I like your amulet.
Wow.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it?
So, oh,
Where are
Give
we
me
gonna
to-
get it later? Am I right? I wink.
to me, but I buy Levistus.
Lenny.
No, Levist. I wouldn't say Lenny.
Okay.
But yes, I've been dreading this for a little bit. Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thanks.
What news do you have for us?
Well,
Okay, I like to let someone ask the questions first before I just go blurting out.
Are you gonna eat all those pieces of salmon? I'm
All
sorry.
right,
I've
stop.
been staring
It could
this whole
mean
time.
we need to have this moving
We
quickly,
just
please.
ate
Thank you.
yesterday, which is good for this place. Come on.
The information I have for you that I have seen the future. Well, let's see. First, you probably haven't heard of him, but his name is Zardoc Sunblight, the Duragar warlord. He will conquer Icewind Dale unless you five deal with him. Sorry, I'm old and I can't see as well anymore.
One of us isn't gonna make it.
No.
Hold on. Is this a short joke?
Sorry, Vice.
Where's it gonna be?
It's not that one of us isn't gonna make it. It just means that one of us
I guess.
will be missing that week, and we'll continue on.
Or 4 of us will be fighting against the 5th one of us.
Look, I need to know, speaker.
1d4.
Do I ever stoop low enough to consider lift? Or am I generally going to be happy with myself?
I don't think you want the answer to that.
Damn it.
But yes, very powerful. He has a fortress on the surface, hidden in the spine of the world. Contains, among other things, a forge powered by a still beating heart of a red dragon. He's planning what?
A still beating heart of a red dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still or is it beating?
It's still beating.
I'm gonna start slapping y'all.
Frank, you're gonna have to drive to Vermont to start that conquest.
No, I say that to the group.
He has a plan. He plans the destruction of the 10 towns, which you will find note of if you search his fortress. And I'm happy.
But
you
we live
came.
here.
Exactly. You have to stop it. And I'm happy you came when you did, because if you had come earlier, I would have said you wouldn't be powerful enough for this. But now I think you are of the right
level
to deal with this task.
Your
And
character
the
sheets
group
look
levels
great.
immediately.
I need to know, do these two ever grow up to be like, give it to me straight, do they get the therapy they need, or
I
do
walk
they just
over
like,
to
stay like
Vice
this
and I
forever?
just turn him around in place to look
She
at the wall.
goes to answer that, and you see her say, "Oh, and this is what I've been dreading." And she has a heart attack and passes away.
Great, Vice, you killed her.
I
I'm
reach
not
over and
that
pick
ugly.
up one
She
of the
was
fish
that
fillets.
I mean, I'm grateful she told us about the Duragar, but if we had maybe waited, if we had maybe gotten in a few questions about our current predicament,
Yep.
and
that
not
would've been
about
pretty
whether or not me and my brother are going to therapy, something that none of these villages have or have a concept of.
I personally don't feel like I need therapy, which I think means I need
Yep.
therapy.
That checks out.
Okay, then. Yeah, let's go kill the red guy. I think it's going to be a pretty, I don't know, that almost, I got the impression when he said he's not a fighter that this might just be like murdering that guard there a second ago.
And he is dead. As you just shoot right through his skull into the arrow goes right through it into the wall. Falls over dead on the
Yeah,
ground.
so far, nobody's had a chance to scream.
It's true.
So, listen, pal, friend, how do you feel like the rest of your group is going to react to what just happened?
I mean, I just don't think they're probably just gonna go. I don't think that we think it's worth it for this.
That's great.
We
You want
did
to
just save you.
do you want to tell them that this happened and get
Yeah,
out
sure.
with all of them?
Yeah.
And if you leave, nothing bad will happen to you.
I
Trust me.
believe. I for some reason I don't believe the other guy, but I believe you.
Great.
We
Okay.
just saved you from this mad, crazy guy.
There's only one of the five of you. Well, he's just short.
One of us
what?
doesn't exist.
Excuse me?
One of us doesn't exist, but
It's
Did you
just
say
a
there's four of you in the other thing? What?
So they.
I haven't done
Goblins
anything
are
yet.
people, good sir. It is the year 15 DR.
I'm gonna
He's so far.
I'm-
He's so far gone. He doesn't
Yeah.
hear any of it.
I'm
You
gonna-
see no traps on the trapped door.
That can't be right.
Is it just playing trap music?
That must be it.
Ooh.
I bet it is.
Okay.
When I click
So-
it, it doesn't make weird door noises, so I'm starting to think it's not real.
Are you guys going down the trapped door?
Yes, I think that's the only place we know to go, right?
That's the only place you haven't been. You did look around. There's 4 guard towers. You kind of go up and walk around them.
Well,
Nothing
yeah, but we got
fancy.
like 20 seconds to find avarice or something, right?
I mean,
I don't think
the
we have
charm
any time
person's-
constraints any longer.
Yeah, the charm person's probably worn
They're
off at this
gone.
point.
Yeah, but like when they get to
Oh,
the
God.
bar and start drinking and it wears off, they're just gonna march right back and finish what they started, right? They're gonna reset like every other NPC in every other game.
Ugh,
They're
no,
gonna
that's
respawn up there because
stupid.
we've gone too far.
Okay.
Is that water? Yeah,
It
that's a boat.
is a cistern. So, a wooden ladder clings to the west wall, which you came down, held in place with iron brackets. The ladder descends 12 feet to a hall made of mortared stone, lit and heated by 4 sputtering torches. Extending from the east end of the hall is a water-filled cistern. A small rowboat is tied off near the water's edge. You guys are actually paying attention.
Am I wearing a white mask, and do I have a girl with me?
What is this, Phantom of the Opera?
Oh, I can just walk.
Well, because you took the boat over, technically. But
I'm
you-
walking
Yeah.
on water.
No, you're
Hey,
not.
look,
Okay.
we've got Jesus
So-
in our party. We're good.
To the left.
I don't know what that means in this context, considering other deities like just show up all the time, but
The first off, before you go over there, if anyone wants to check out the shrine somewhere, you can, or we can go right into the next area.
I see a thing.
Yeah. So the room to your left is a private quarters of an albino tiefling who sits at a small desk in the dark, writing in a book with white. Oh, it's actually dark in here, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Anar can barely see anything.
So
1 second.
I
I
only
can.
see this thing.
Get used to it.
Well, if you go down lower, you'd see the other thing. It's walls.
I cast light on. I cast
Oh,
light.
okay.
No.
An ink black crow perches on one of her horns and seems to read along with her scrivening. Scrivening? Whatever. Without taking her eyes off the page, she looks up. She says to you, "Could you be any louder? Some people are trying to read."
Oh, sorry, but yes, we definitely could be louder. We are a very loud group. How are you?
I was better moments ago.
Oh, my name's Jensen. How are you?
I already answered that question.
Well, this is my brother Ralgar. And this is Bins, the famous chef.
Hello.
Hi.
There are others, but they're like 30 feet away. It seems odd to yell like about who they are.
The famous who?
What
brings you down here?
I've never heard of famous who? Famous
Chef.
Binds?
Bins.
Bins, and I'll pull out a cookbook. and
Bins with
walk it
bins.
over to the
Vins?
walk it over to the desk and give it to her.
Does it hold any form of magical properties?
Oh, the dinner is divine.
Just in the dishes you create.
She just drops it on the floor. So what brings? Why are you here?
I pick it up, put it on the desk.
Oh, we just cleared out a cult upstairs, and we were seeing what else the castle had.
Well, it's kind of sad. They were helpful and useful, but you know, if they had to go, they had to go. As far as what the castle offers, you have eyes and can see for yourself.
This basement, this castle dungeon seems weird, even as far as Icewind Dale goes.
Well, I mean, there are cisterns under certain castles. It's not an uncommon feature. Anyway,
What brings you to the crag?
I mean, it's a great, normally quiet place to read. what brings you down here?
Oh,
Since I don't think I can get you to leave, might as well tell me why you're here.
seeing if any of the servants are alive, seeing if any of the cultists decided not to leave, figuring out what's going on around here, why they even wanted this place to begin with.
So wait, you dealt with the cultists?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. And they weren't incredibly powerful, but they had to take some form of prowess.
So honestly, it was a lot easier than I expected.
I may or may not know where the servants are and could potentially give out that information if I were to be owed a favor, since you have dealt with the things that were helping me.
What would that favor be?
Oh. Just... it's a harsh land out there. Protection, if I needed it, I could call upon you. Help, looking for something.
How long is this favor owed? When do you need the protection? Does it require us to change our travel arrangements?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't require you to... God forbid it doesn't require you to be near me. I would come calling. I imagine that you're... I mean, I do know of you. You make quite a name for yourselves. But at the right time, I would come calling. You've dealt with the people that were helping me out. I'm just trying to get compensation for grievances owed. But I'm also giving you information that you would want, being good people that you are. A paladin couldn't possibly pass up freeing servants.
Only if I didn't think I couldn't free them without your help.
See? Mutually beneficial.
Would you work against us freeing them?
No. I just wouldn't help you.
I think we're just gonna go give it the college try first.
Jared?
I've been like, so far I've stood here,
Mm-hmm.
I've stood here, and I've stood here. And I think I kind of look at A and I'm like, I think
Think what? What's wrong with you?
I wonder how this is going to actually work out.
I
Do
don't know
need to heal
either.
you?
I think we've met before. A long time ago.
She, for the first time in the entire conversation, looks up and goes, "Oh, in Luskin, a little while ago, if I remember correctly."
Little more than a little while ago, and you went by a different name back then, but
It's been a long time.
Where's everyone else? Where'd they all go?
They're right to. Oh, they're right.
Oh, hey,
here. They're all
hey,
right
get back
there.
here. Something's happening. Get back over here.
Yeah.
going
no,
on
it's
with the
been-
cult?
Oh, just using them like I used to, and I always
Use me?
Well, you know, occasionally.
I like
No
jab
hard
A&R and
feelings.
like, is this his ex?
I don't know what's happening. Just let it happen.
no hard
Ex-employer.
feelings, of course. You know,
Yeah, no, it's just money.
it's just money. How's
And I kind of like wipe my hand over the eyebrow that, like, if you look, zoom in on my character sheet, has like a scar where there's no eyebrow anymore. Like, it was just money.
just money? I apologize. It was no hard feelings. Would never do that again. Not to an old friend.
So, why are you?
Mhm.
What did we ask her a second ago that she said she wouldn't do? Tell us where the people are.
Tell us how to help the servants, or
Look,
I'm gonna prepare produce flame, and if Vice gets attacked, I am going to wing the produce flame in her direction.
If he goes in,
you're
for
gonna
a gift?
shoot fire at a tiefling.
I'm a fire caster. That's kind of all I have
That's
for
what
an
I
option.
do.
So, who knows?
How would one know?
But
Oh, also,
Oh.
I have the feat that removes the resistance,
Did
so
you
it's
get all
irrelevant.
elemental
Oh, okay, perfect.
I did.
Hear them talking from across at the
Yeah,
other room.
they're not quiet.
I'm gonna make my way
You sh-
back.
you should
know-
not really feel threatened by us, but you should feel threatened by the levels and lengths that they will go to do stupid shit sometimes. Why don't you just
Right.
help us let these guys out before we make all of our days suck?
You have always had questionable taste in friends, but since
I don't
you
know
are
how
part of this
I
party,
don't know how I do it.
since you are part of this party, I will tell you. But I still do expect something in return. Maybe not as much.
Sensation!
Look,
Just some form of help.
You know I'm
That's
good
all.
for
You
it.
know from an old friend, of course.
Look, just a
Look.
casual 13 hours calling us.
the way I
She-
see it, you owe me a little bit. If you call me, I will
You're
come.
not wrong.
I can't necessarily agree on behalf of the whole party, but you've got me no matter what.
Okay. And she walks over and casts spell magic on the lever and then walks back. And
You know,
Damn, we need that
sometimes
spell.
you're kind of just a bitch. You know that? Like, you couldn't have just told us that we needed dispel magic.
it's
None of
all
us
just-
have that. It wouldn't matter anyway.
It's all just. It's all.
You let
just
us walk
business.
over there and try.
It was a little
Relgar
bit of-
thought he was
it was-
strong a minute ago, and now he doesn't.
It was a little bit of me.
Now he's emasculated.
We might
It was-
die to the next person we see on the street now, because he won't pull the glaive.
I'm sure that, from what I've heard, he will not hesitate to pull the glaive.
He doesn't hesitate. It's a real problem. I was kind of hoping he might learn something from this, but
Your
You're
friends might
probably
be
right.
questionable, but at least they will protect those closest to them.
well, sometimes it's actually more dangerous to be the one closest to them, but they
don't
do mean
understand.
well.
But wouldn't
Yeah, you don't.
wouldn't
Look.
wouldn't the one with the glaive protect you?
Oh, yeah. No,
He's a
no.
bugbear.
He doesn't understand what that means.
You're a
He thinks they
bugbear.
evolved. He thinks they evolved from bears, though. He knows what the word is, but he
You
doesn't
should
know what
be-
it means.
She just looks
No,
right
no,
at
no, no.
Ralgar.
He
Over
look,
advice.
we
You
really
should be
need to
best
get going.
friends with
no,
him.
No, I'm like leaving before
Why?
she
Because
explains the
Why?
hierarchy.
Because he's a certain race. He should only hang out with certain people. Is that
No,
what
like,
you're trying to
bugbears
say?
and goblins have had the same amount of racism
No,
against them for so long.
nah. I'm just trying to get him out of there before she says bugbears are typically the leaders.
Yeah, bugbears typically. I don't
I
know.
actually
Ralgar trying
don't
to
know
stay
if I
around.
would know that, to be honest.
If you're trying to
Well, she's-
listen, I could not even remotely push you. But if
The
you're
question
if
is,
you're
are you
listening-
trying to listen to her at all? Ralgar.
I would just be confused.
Yeah,
So
Ralgar,
you're
check
just
listen,
like
buddy.
standing in a confused, and she
Why don't
we go
probably
get
got
some
off.
more of that
Bugbears are
fish?
normally the leaders.
I would be like, Vice, your ex is weird.
I see why you broke up with her, and then I walk out of the room.
Just business.
I don't know how I'm
Is
going
she
to
a white
explain this
goblin?
to them. They know
Yeah.
so little about so much.
Yeah.
I will
I'll
try not
ask
to ruin
her,
your
are you a white
reputation.
goblin?
Oh, great white goblin!
Just leave, please.
I'm trying.
Real quick, what are you doing down here?
No, we don't need to have this conversation.
No,
we have what we
you
came here
don't
for.
wanna know what she's doing. It's safer if we don't know.
Safer for what?
I would
For
listen
every
to Vice
party
on this
involved,
one.
let's leave.
I would continue to listen to Vice a little bit more.
Yeah. Because I'm older than all of you.
While I'm over here, what's the shrine doing?
You can do a religion check.
My favorite.
You can guidance yourself too.
I plan to. My that wasn't horrible.
Wow. Buddy,
16 with a -2 is pretty decent.
Yeah.
you need to take some religious studies classes.
I am always going to have intelligence be my dump stat.
You would know this is a shrine to Levistus. the devil of one of the layers of the 9 hells.
Oh, is there anything as a
And-
paladin I can do to get rid of the shrine?
Upon touching the shrine, you need to make a constitution check.
Did I say I was touching the shrine, or did I say I was inspecting the shrine?
It does say if you are close enough. Sorry, you don't have to touch it. It says if you make the religion check, you're close enough to.
Fine.
It says that you were close enough for the thing.
Alright. Constitution, you say?
Yes.
16.
You take.
16.
Oh, that's not how you do a roll command. You have to put the word roll in there. 11 points of cold damage because you succeeded and only took half.
So, where?
Okay,
how
so I take
far-
1 damage because 10 of it was temp health.
Yes.
Oh shit! We can't just walk freely. We're kind of over here, aren't we?
But it goes. You're good. It just does the.
Yeah,
you
we're
just get
doing
extra,
cycles
you just get
with
extra
them.
cold. You're doing cycles with.
All right, I'm gonna back up from that shrine. Any idea on how to get rid of a shrine like that? Like, would I know as a paladin how to get rid of a demonic shrine or a devil shrine?
You would know that you would need a ceremony to do that.
I mean,
No.
I have
You
ceremony.
use, like,
I don't have
holy
it
water if
prepared.
have
you
holy
would know
water.
that you have to consecrate it, and he's.
Yeah, I'm just
Where?
ferrying people back and
over here.
forth this whole time.
And where's the shrine at?
It's not
below,
physically.
right
We
below.
can't see it, but it's in this room.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. So. You're not gonna want to mess with that.
Exactly the opposite. I don't want this sitting in the 10 towns for both paladin reasons and soldier of the 10 town reasons.
So if you do that, and then I just kind of like whisper to him, like, "You're gonna piss off her."
I thought she wasn't with the cult that was worshipping these.
Do I know that as a character? I don't want to metagame too
I
much.
mean, when you would have known her, she was not. So
Okay, then I
you don't
shouldn't
know
go
about the
down this
current,
road.
But you do know that she definitely wasn't with the cult before, like a long time.
Well,
like,
so
a long time ago.
I don't know anything about her friends or acquaintances, but I know that she probably put that there herself,
It is
whether she's
basically
with the
an
cult or
entryway.
not.
Right, but you gotta understand that we can't leave a totem to a devil underneath the city hall of this town. This is only gonna attract more evil
Look.
to this place.
You remember when we went to, where was that place that I forced everyone to go to?
I didn't go with you.
East
No, you
Haven?
did.
No. I mean, East Haven
There was a town that we.
that was the first
we
place
all
that
went
you
to,
made
and-
them all go to.
Okay. You remember when I made us all go to East Haven?
Yeah.
I was looking for avarice, but I wasn't looking for avarice. I was looking for somebody. I was looking for an alias of avarice. This is just her current name.
Okay.
We should leave now.
I mean, I have to leave anyway, but
I would not recommend coming back to do this.
I'm going to.
I would, well, maybe by yourself, but the rest of us probably don't want to be killed.
I'm going to come back. I don't know what
Maybe
you
when
want.
you're you know what? When you're older, you can come back here and do this.
This doesn't. We're not leaving this under here.
Good luck, my friend. If I don't see you again, I'll know.
Anyway,
that you
we
came
flutter
back.
up. We flutter upstairs. I don't have the spell right now. Anyway.
Okay.
My mind vice was just saying his final goodbyes as he just like walks right past him out of the building.
I was just like goodbye, and I don't have the spell.
Oh, well,
I knew
this
you
is
wouldn't do
awkward.
Yeah, now you don't have the spell. A second ago, you were a big man, gonna take on the crazy avarice. You don't have the spell.
Told you I didn't have the spell. I didn't have the spell before you started talking to me.
You are able to get
Sure.
up and out. And where would you like to go? Would you like to go to the speaker? Would you like to go more into the town?
Go talk to
There's
the
no
speaker.
more cultists. Okay. So you're able to go up to the
I'm also
speaker.
getting rid of the amulet we've been wearing.
Sure.
Yep.
You're able to talk to the speaker and have a conversation. Be like, thank you so much.
Where do you know her from, Vice?
She's an old employer. Did a few jobs for her back in Luskin a while back. Probably before some of us were born.
I mean, you can keep saying the age thing. I don't care how old you are.
I'm experienced, okay? You should respect me, damn it! It's just really weird that you're the law, okay? It's like when you see an athlete and you're like, man, when he's my age, she's retired. That's what it's like looking at you.
What?
Anyway,
We live in the 10 towns. We don't have a lot of athletes here. We're kind of dealing with the always winter thing.
The mayor would
Yeah,
ask.
I keep forgetting
"Can
that
you
you've
please
never
end
left this
And
hellhole."
the speaker would be like, please end this if at all possible.
Anyway,
You,
I can
you
try
all-
dealing with it in the morning. I just have to prepare some things.
I mean that, but I mean this winter. You guys seem to be capable. We would really could use
Working on it.
this to stop. If you need anything from Caradenneval, we will give it to you if it could stop this. Please.
we need your trust.
For all
I
of
need your
time.
support. Actually, the one of the speakers seems
I
to
will
have turned.
give you sure. That's terrible to hear. I hate the fact that I haven't heard any of this because I've been held hostage for so long, but I will help in any way I can if it gets to that goal.
This is gonna sound odd. Can I borrow some money?
How much you need?
Hold on. Why don't we get the money from avarice?
I don't want to owe her anything.
I don't
care-
think you
I
wanna owe
don't-
this guy anything either. He doesn't have any money.
Oh,
His
I'm the
chamber
speaker of the
pot that
town.
he shits in is embroidered in
Build it.
gold.
We actually have a good amount of money. That's a
Then
little bit
why is-
offensive.
I
I mean-
point to the town that's like falling
We
apart
use it.
outside.
We use it up, sadly, for some of it. I can provide some money, though. And you helped.
We end up having to go into debt to beseech a cleric to heal someone of the Frost Maiden's curse.
Hmm.
We were only able to provide half the funding. Unfortunately, I've put my speakership on the line to pay them back.
Risky business.
I know, but I'll do anything for friends.
Worth it.
How much talking?
I owe 200, but I wouldn't expect the full amount.
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
know.
More than this kingdom's worth.
I can give you 50.
50 would be most gracious. Thank you.
If
Anyway.
I
Give
need
me
a
your
salary,
speaker.
nice.
No, just... no, I can give you
It'd be
50
like a
Kill
for
your
what you've
brother,
done.
I'll give you 200.
For what you're
How
done,
many
give me-
times can I leverage
what?
my speakership?
You know what? I'll give you 50 if you also promise you'll deal with the statue that's downstairs.
Fair
Since
enough.
You're the only holy person I know.
First thing in the morning?
Sure.
I have to-
Dumbass,
I-
will you give us like an extra 100 because we won't have the speakership to try to pay back the town with?
Why would it matter to you? The speaker's dead. I don't have a speakership to give if I'm dead.
Yeah, so like, what are they gonna do to us if we can't pay? Like, if you die,
They just
we don't
become
have...
the speaker. They just become the speaker of my hometown. Why would my debt pass to you?
I don't know, because we didn't sign a contract.
You did sign a contract.
I signed a contract.
Yeah.
You
That's
did.
true.
I don't know. I always seem to have to clean up messes.
Whose?
Ours.
He's having flashbacks to cleaning up after the crows.
After you guys leave, I have to apologize every time.
I don't think that's true. I think the last thing I remember is you threatening to murder a captive, and then he slit his own throat on your blade.
So you're able to take a long rest. And then where we will leave it is you make your way back to the cistern. And Avarice is no longer there.
Is the statue there though?
The statue's still there, yeah. And you would be able to cast ceremony on it and make holy water and destroy it.
Huzzah.
And that's where we're gonna leave that for the week. Right there.